In this video, I'm gonna show you how I'm going to answer the IPSec with NAT lab by David Bombal. So we have this topology. So we have customer one and customer two, and both are connected to the ISPs. And we also have a cisco.com on top of the topology. So let me start. So these are the tasks that we have to perform. So let me start with number one. So let me go to customer one router. So let me configure a IP address. So the WAN interface is that IP address. Okay, 10/24. Okay, no shot. And I'm also going to create a default route pointing to the ISP. So the ISP IP address, okay, this should be .2. So let me change this. No IP. As you can see here, it should be .2, right? So let me revise the IP address. So it should be .2, subnet mask. Let me do the default route again. And says that create the DHCP pool, but I'm going to configure the LAN facing interface first. So the IP address is that. Okay, I'm going to DHCP pool PC, and the going to specify the range, which is that. Okay, and default router is that, and I'm going to configure the LAN. Did I configure? Yeah, I did. So now I'm going to no shot it. And let's see if we now have DHCP binding. Looks like we don't have yet. So let me check the configuration. DHCP. Okay, we have that. IP address. Okay. What is missing here? Let me check again. DHCP. Maybe I need to ping. Let me go here. IP. Yeah, I do have. Okay, let me ping the gateway. Okay, it's pinging. Let me go to the gateway, see if we have TCP binding. Hmm. We should have an entry here, but not sure why nothing is showing up. So this is our Ubuntu 1 IP address, right? And so this is directly connected, okay. Binding, I think this is just a bug or something in this GNS3, or I might need to restart the device. But let me go ahead and configure, as it says here, let me configure domain lookup so I can ping Google name server Google. Let me ping cisco.com. I can ping it, and let's go to customer 2. Okay, let me shut this down first. So, because I tried this myself before, recording the video, now I'm just redoing it. So some of the interfaces are showing up. So let me configure the WAN interface first. IP address, okay, 11.2.255.0. Okay, it's already up, so I'm not gonna no shut it. And now let me configure the LAN interface, facing interface, which is gig00 IP address 10.1.2.1. Okay. Okay, and let me configure the DHCP pool. Now I have to DHCP pool. Okay. PC, and network is, this is the range, so 10.1.2.1.0, and you can also specify the excluded address. So I'm just gonna exclude that, and 10.10. Let me go back to the pool configuration, and I need to specify the default router, which is that. And then I'm going to enable domain lookup so I can ping google.com. So that is tuna servers configured. Okay, yeah, configured on ISP2, and says here to allocate IP addresses to Ubuntu clients. Okay, so let me see if DHCP binding. Okay, yeah, I think I really need to restart the devices. But let me go to Ubuntu 2 and see if it has an IP address. Looks like it does. So yeah, I also need to configure the default route on customer 2 router. Okay, the IP address is 8.8.11.1. Okay, let me see if I can ping customer 1. Okay, actually that's ISP1 IP address, so it should be that too. Okay, I can ping customer 1 IP address. So I've got some notes here that uh, we need to make sure that routers C1 and C2 can ping each other before actually configuring IPsec. So you need to make sure that you know customer one and customer two routers can ping each other before you actually start configuring the IPsec. Because if they don't have layer 3 connectivity, then it doesn't make sense to configure IPsec. So I have this configuration here that's this actually on David Bombal uh, in the description of David Bombal video. So I'm just gonna copy and paste it to the routers. So let me explain because I've got a step here also. I mean steps of configuring an IPsec site-to-site or LAN-to-LAN VPN. So first is let me first is you need to define what parameters will be used for the IKE phase 1 tunnel, that is the ISACOM tunnel. This set of parameters is called an IPsec or ISACOM policy. So basically that would be this. And step 2, define what parameters will be used for the IKE phase 2 tunnel, that is the IPsec tunnel. This set of parameters is called a transform set. So that would be this. And step 3, create an ACL to identify interesting traffic, which should be protected and sent over the IPsec tunnel. So you have to just basically this here. This would be the interesting traffic that you need to specify. So create an ACL to identify the interesting traffic. So this here. So that's why in step 4, create a crypto map which logically groups the parameters identified in previous steps and points to an IPsec peer. Um, groups the parameters identified in previous steps and points to an IPsec peer. The crypto map should then be applied to the appropriate interface. Step 4 would be this. So create a crypto map and logically groups the parameters. So um, so this is where you set the up here the set the my set. I mean the transform set and the access list. So in this case, we are applying this access list and apply the crypto map on the outside or outbound interface. So we are applying it here, 0 gig 0/1, which would be this here, the WAN interface. So let me go ahead and just and of course, you know, the uh, the application of the NAT. So this is just so basically you define the source. So in this case, the source would be this subnet going to this subnet, which is, let me show you here. So this is the source, because this is for C1, right? And this is the destination subnet. So we are denying it to be NATed in this case, and we are just permitting uh, the source. These are just this is the kind of traffic that would be just NATed. So any destination, not this destination. All right, so I hope that makes sense. So let me go ahead and just copy and paste this configuration. I'm gonna do it by section, almost by section. Or actually, I'm gonna, because MD5 is not recommended anymore, so I'm gonna use SHA in this case. And I'm just gonna copy the rest of the configuration. Okay, done. So on, and I'm gonna do the same on customer 2. It's gonna copy the whole thing. Okay, so let's go back to the topology. So we have done task 1, task 2, task 3, which is included in this configuration here. And we just finished doing the IPSec tunnel between C2 and C1 and C2. And now we can verify if, you know, phase 1 is up, and the command that we are going to use is cryto isocomp sa. So nothing. So nothing. This is one of the things that I noticed, because this you would get this output, so it's actually blank unless you send a traffic. The I mean, unless you test by sending interesting traffic from C1 to C2 LAN IP addresses. So what that means is you can actually try to ping, let's say from C1, you can ping 10.1.2.1, which is this IP address here, C2 LAN IP address, and I'm sourcing my ping from 10.1.1.1, which is C1 LAN IP address. So let me try if it's gonna work. It's not working. Why? Let's try here. Let me check the configuration. So oh, okay, it's actually down. So let me no shut that. And now Ubuntu 2 should have an IP address. Not sure why. It's got an IP address before. Let me ping its gateway again. Okay. Let me try that ping again. Okay, now it works. Now we can check our crypto map or phase one status, which now is looking good. So this should be the state that you should see. So source is this IP address and destination is this IP address. So state is qmidle and this should be correct. Let me do the same command on customer 2. Nope, should be in that mode. So it's looking good as well. So let's try this command. Oops. Crypto IPSec SA. So now we are seeing packets. So encapsulated packets and encrypted packets and the encap, decapsulated and the decrypted packets. So let me says here verification Ubuntu 1 and Ubuntu 2 can ping each other and Ubuntu 1 and Ubuntu 2 can ping cisco.com using NAT IP addresses. So let's try that. Cisco. Okay, yeah. So while I'm pinging that, let me go to C1 and check the. So as you can see, it's not increasing because that traffic is not passing through the tunnel. So yeah, it's not passing through the tunnel. So same traffic, right? Or same packets. Let me do that again. Okay. But when I ping from Ubuntu 1, when I ping the, let's say Ubuntu 2, which is this IP address, let's go to C1 again and check the, now it's increasing because the traffic is going through the tunnel. So it looks like our IPsec configuration or IPsec tunnel is working fine. And let me go to C2 as well. Crypto, IPsec SA. Yeah, it's increasing as well. I've got some commands here. I'm gonna probably create my own topology and try this myself. But in this video, I'm just answering, like I said in the beginning, David Bombal, IPSec with NAT lab. So these are other commands that you can use to verify. So in this case, these are the parameters. So the IPsec parameter and IC parameter. Type, no, actually type algorithm, okay. And this here, let's see what we will have. So, okay, so local, remote. So this is the source and the destination, right? And also the debug. I'm not gonna do this command. Let me actually try. Let me ping the destination. See what happens. I think you need to enable the configure the logging command or stuff like that. But nevertheless, the IPsec tunnel is working fine, and we have verified it by. Oh, okay. Let me try to ping. I think I did this already. But let me. Okay, yeah, it's working. Cisco.com. It's working. All right. So yeah, well, I believe I have solved the lab or have performed the tasks in the lab and have verified that things are working fine. So that's it in this video. If you have enjoyed watching, just drop a like, and if you want to say more videos, to see more videos, subscribe if you haven't. So yep, that's it for me. Thanks for watching.